Hello, I'm Garrett Godfrey, and welcome to the Crowdfunding Christian Music Podcast, where I'll help you find and fund the music you love. This is episode 14, recorded Thursday, May 7th, 2015. We're going to be looking at some current campaigns by Great Awakening, Luc Dimarzio, My Strength and My Song, Visible Worship, Passion Lands, and Jessi Hughes. Plus, we'll get an update on John Lucas. I hope you enjoy the show and find something you can fund. Okay, so let's get right to it. First up is Great Awakening, so thanks go out to Josh over at Indie Vision Music for highlighting this Kickstarter campaign. Let's watch some of the campaign video, hear some of their music, and then learn a little bit more about what they're working on.
The most meaningful relationships in our lives have been formed around Great Awakening. It was 11 years ago for us that we started writing music together. It was in that context that we became friends. It was in that context we met our wives.
A year ago, I moved to Huntsville, Alabama, and came back into town to visit my family here in North Carolina. While I was here, me and Zach got a cup of coffee and started talking music and life and just where we were at, and realized that we were on the same page, and decided that we needed to write more music. And the last year for us has really been discovering, where our voice and songwriting is and what we're wanting to say.
We wanted to write music together, but it was going to be difficult. Cole lives in Alabama, I live in North Carolina. We were trying to figure out how to make this work and how to start back when you live hundreds of miles apart. And, really for the first time in history, there's tools available now to help you connect and maintain community when you're on the other side of the world. And so we started trying to do that. We started writing songs together and sharing it through the internet, and using video chatting to connect and to talk with each other and talk about songs and talk about music and kind of pull out of each other what was going on in our lives and start writing songs about that and emailing them back and forth and changing drafts and changing ideas. And it's been this amazing process and something we're really interested in documenting and sharing with the whole world. We did something new this time as we were trying to write our music. Because it was on a different medium and we were separated and we weren't together, it opened up, different possibilities for the music.
And a lot of the songs have come from the community that me and Zach have had. And, things we're struggling with, or, questions that we're asking, trying to figure out life really, as vague as it is.
And, this is the next step for us. It's a continuation of that relational journey of now we're married, we're our own men, we have our own families, and we're thinking different about the world. You see things a lot different, and now I think our music is starting to reflect that, and so our music is growing too.
And really, we're writing the songs and writing the music that I want to have. I think that's our goal in songwriting is writing the songs that would benefit us to listen to and to have in our lives. And that's totally liberating and totally free because it allows us to be us.
Right now we're sitting on 8 to 10 new songs, and of those 8 to 10, we're going to pick 4 and release them as an EP. We're also going to document the process and make a film about how we wrote these songs and the recording of them and release that to you. But we're going to need your help doing this.
So this campaign video is on Indie Vision. They actually embedded it in there. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see one of the songs from Great Awakening, one of the new songs that they've done. So let's take a little bit of that and take a listen. See what you think.
Blind my eyes to yours, I'll see.
Okay, so if we go to their campaign page, something you should notice as you scroll down on Kickstarter, it's got this little bio section here on the right. If you click on full bio, it's obviously, giving us some good information, but then it kind of drifts off. You have to click on see full profile, but then it doesn't actually show you the full profile. So you have to click again on see the full bio and links, and there we see that they started back in 2008 as an outlet for worship music, took 3 years off to finish college, get married, got back together about a year and a half ago, and released a couple albums through Come and Live. This is where we stop talking about the new campaign and take a detour to explore Come and Live, because they're amazing. So they have a lot of really great things that they're working on in the way of causes and projects. If you go to their site and go to artists and downloads, it's got all these different artists that have put their projects up for free download, like Skeleton Key by the Frozen Ocean. We've covered their campaign. Wild Earth, we covered their campaign. Loud Harp, just some great stuff. If you click on the worship, though, it'll kind of narrow the field a bit, and you scroll down, and when you're here is where you'll see, we just passed Loud Harp, but you'll see Great Awakening, Songs in Secret, this one right here, and scroll down a little bit more, and you'll see their Project Cities. So both of those are actually free through Come and Live. So that was our little detour, and you can just click on that little X to get out of the bio, and you can click here to look at their current campaign, the one we're looking at, their 4-song EP. So that's what they're working on right now, is that 4-song EP plus a documentary about the process of working on these long distance. They were hoping for $8,900. They've already exceeded it at $9,311 with only 89 backers. That's like, let me do the math, over $100 per person. It's amazing. And there's almost a week left still in the campaign. This doesn't end until May 14th. At the very least, check out their stuff at Come and Live, and oh, by the way, they also have a sampler over at Noise Trade for a free download with a couple of those new songs, Restitution and Margins, and some live stuff as well, all free. You can leave a donation for Come and Live. You can leave a tip for Great Awakening through Noise Trade. You really ought to check out their stuff and then turn around and go back and leave some money for them and for Come and Live. And then hit up the campaign. Of course, the notes for all this are in the show notes, or the links for all of these are in the show notes. Let's take a look at the campaign rewards for this particular campaign. If you scroll down, you'll see that for $10 you get an early download of the EP and the documentary. You even get your name read by a professional narrator on the YouTube credit video. For $25 or more, you get the physical CD plus exclusive access to a live studio video stream, a signed disposable photo. I'm guessing they mean a photo from a disposable camera. I suppose any photo could be disposed of. Anyway, plus an exclusive acoustic version of a single, and a handwritten thank you note, and a lot of other reward levels there. If this sounds like something you can get behind, hit it up in the show notes for the links to the project and all the other sites. Come and Live, their website, the Noise Trade page. It's all going to be in the show notes. And if you back the project, or even if you just want to help them get more visibility, post about it on Facebook, tweet about it, spread the word, and let folks know that Great Awakening are working on a new project. Next up is Luc Dimarzio from Boulder, Colorado. He's a husband, a father of twins, a music minister, and he writes poetry, sings, plays guitar, and raps. He wants to merge worship music and hip-hop into a new project to be titled Masterpeace, but that's P-E-A-C-E. So a little bit of a twist there. Let's watch some of his Kickstarter campaign video.
The theme behind the album, my intentions at least, are the album to be called Masterpeace, and it's this idea that we're all trying to fill the void with something. We're all trying to find peace or comfort. We're all trying to find something somewhere. We all feel empty. We're all trying to master peace. I really hope that you hear a side of just honesty and that's pure and passionate. I think the unique thing about what I'm going to be trying to do with this project is that I don't just write on the guitar. I write raps and I write poems, and so doing this project is going to force the two together. I've had these songs, this list of songs, for probably 2 years at most, and then 2 months at the least. And there's constantly songs that I'm thinking up and I'm writing. A few years ago, I had a friend who encouraged me, kind of told me that what I do up on stage on Sundays, in front of a group of believers, doesn't just have to be me singing and playing guitar, and that my worship, the way that I worship, could be a good way to speak to those who need to hear it. And so I started writing with the idea that I would put it in worship songs and put it in our worship services.
So his eventual plan for this is to release the project free online once it's completed. Right now he's shooting for $15,000. He's sitting at about 12% with 3 weeks to go. This campaign closes May 31st. Let's scroll down and look at the rewards. For either $20 to $25, depending on whether you make the early bird special, you get a digital download of the album. For $30, you get a CD plus that digital download, and there's more. If you're interested, his bio has a link to his webpage, and he's got more in the way of just some video and some music to check out. If this sounds like something you might be interested in, a merging of worship and hip-hop, hit up the show notes for the link to the campaign page if you back it, or even if you just want to help him get more visibility. Post about it on Facebook, tweet about it, spread the word. Let folks know that Luc Dimarzio and the hip-hop worship project he's working on are in full swing right now. Next up are My Strength and My Song. Their focus is pointing women to Jesus through music and God's Word, and their Kickstarter campaign is for Volume 1, a 3-song EP. Now, as we watch their Kickstarter campaign video, I want you to think about the women in your life, and maybe think about moms you know. It's right now Thursday before Mother's Day, so maybe this Mother's Day you can tell them that you backed a project for them. Let's watch their Kickstarter campaign video and see what it's all about.
Hi, I'm Amanda Chapman.
And I'm Chrissy Howard.
And we are My Strength and My Song.
And we just want to talk to you a little bit about who we are and what we feel like God is doing with us in 2015.
We're just a couple of friends who are moms and wives and just normal women.
We're really passionate about women, and we want to lead you to God through music and His Word.
Here's how you can partner with us this year as we follow God and His vision for this ministry. Over the past 8 years, we've written so many songs together, and they've mostly stayed on paper. This is a stack of our journals.
This is what 100 songs looks like.
And don't be afraid. This is where we currently record those songs.
This is where we want to record them.
This is who we want to record for.
Don't be afraid. Stand still and watch. This is why.
We've walked through hard things. We know that everyone's walking through something or will walk into something. And we know that God and His truth and His Word can minister to us through music, and we want to be a part of that.
Where are you at right now? We want to know, because we want to write music that speaks to your heart right where you are.
How are we going to do this?
We need people who are going to be willing to donate towards the recording process. We want these songs to be done right, and we want them to be available to you.
So if you scroll down on the Kickstarter campaign page, you'll see a lot of information about them, but there's this SoundCloud player. That's that little logo right there. And it allows them to play some music for you. I'm just going to play a couple clips from their work. They've got like 10 samples in here, so definitely worth scrolling down to check out.
To think I see a greater grace because I've seen a greater sin is far beyond what I can comprehend. To know that you're a greater God, to see you have a greater plan, to love you all the more because you gave, to love you all the more because you saved. And so you saved this wretched soul for more, and you gave your Son for me. Even while I was so deep in sin, even then you reached for me.
And the song is Stand Still.
And worship, stand and praise with a shout, sing, God you reign. God you reign. Bow and worship, stand and praise with a shout, sing, God you reign. Lift your eyes up, bear your scars, for this battle is not ours, He is near us.
So they have a link up in the bio section to their website, and that website has more information about them. They're looking to raise $3,000, and they're just getting started here. It looks like they've got 3 backers so far, so here's a chance to get in early. They still have a campaign open until May 31st, so that's 3 more weeks to go. Look at the rewards down here. For $5 you get 1 song. For $10 you get the digital downloads of all 3 songs on the EP. For $20 you get that, plus you get a vote on which favorite song gets included. And there are more reward levels as well. And if they exceed their goal, they'll add more songs. So if this sounds like something that you or a mom in your life might be into, hit up the show notes for the links to the campaign page if you back it, or even if you just want to help them get more visibility. Be sure to post about it on Facebook, tweet about it, spread the word, and let folks know about My Strength in My Song and their EP project. Now next up we've got a couple worship campaigns, both for EPs. So the first is Visible Worship with the Oasis EP and a tour campaign on Indiegogo. Now Visible Worship is the touring band of Visible Worship College, and they're working on a 3-song EP titled Oasis with 2 original songs and the hymn Come Thou Fount. Let's watch their campaign video.
My name is Roman Diaz. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, and I play keys and sing.
My name is Clay Carmody. I'm from Wisconsin, and I play lead guitar.
My name is Kevin Stevens. I'm from Memphis, and I play drums.
My name is Eric Albers. I'm from Memphis, and I play rhythm guitar and sing.
My name is Wyatt Braden. I'm from Memphis, and I play bass.
I'm Angelica Adorno. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, and I sing. Visible worship is basically a group of ordinary people coming together to worship an extraordinary God, inspiring people to not only worship their song, but worship with their life. And that's exactly what this fundraiser campaign is going to help us do, connect with people and just lift God's name.
The 3 songs on this EP are really high energy and fun to listen to, but at the same time, they're very real and cause you to reflect on your life and your relationship with God. The title track, Oasis, is our original song, and it is about kind of finding healing and freedom through our brokenness. And we spent a lot of time and worked really hard, and we can't wait for you guys to hear this EP.
What will you be doing on tour?
We'll be traveling around the country in a van, building relationships with each other, and hopefully with others that we meet on the tour. We'll be playing for youth conventions, youth camps, just at churches, and hopefully building relationships with them as we worship with them to encourage the church.
From the very beginning, something that was really important to us was to lead worship with honesty and vulnerability. We all want to hold ourselves to a certain integrity in our worship, and we want to find that integrity and that quality through focus on God.
So they're looking to raise $5,000, and they're about 25% of the way there with 2 more weeks to go. This campaign closes May 21st, but this is flexible funding, so you'll see that up here in Indiegogo. And what that means is they'll still get all the campaign funds raised, even if it doesn't meet its goal. So, whereas Kickstarter is all or nothing, Indiegogo has a couple different flavors of campaigns, and this is the one that's flexible. For $3, if you look down at what they call their perks, you get the EP in a digital download, and then they've got some more things. They've got some CDs, a bundle of 3 CDs from the school's record label, and more. And I wanted to play a sample of one of their songs from their Spotify. I guess there's a playlist for the school project. Let's take a listen to that.
You healed the crippled and the blinded. You came to set the captives free. You ask, come lose your life to find it. You say, repent and just believe, and let heaven's heart rule every part of me. And I will surrender at the altar. My will lay down before the throne. And thy will be done inside this temple, and let the kingdom of heaven come.
So if that sounds like something you might be into, hit up the show notes. I've got a link to the campaign page and the Spotify link and the school's website. If you back it, or even if you just want to help them get more visibility, post it on Facebook, tweet about it, spread the word, let folks know about Visible Worship's new EP. Next up is Passionlands with an Indiegogo campaign to make a 5-song worship EP. Now they're an inner city worship band from Milwaukee that have been working together on these songs and have been playing them in their church, and now they'd like to record them professionally. Let's watch their campaign video and hear more about it.
In the world, I needed to put into words my faith and my belief that this isn't the final say, that there is hope. And I started writing in my bedroom just by myself. I started writing these songs. And so as I started sharing these songs, I started just realizing how these songs are so much bigger than me. People started wanting to be involved with it, and as I got to know them, I got to realize that how powerful their story is. And so I invited them to, put their voice into this project. And I've just been amazed to see how different people have taken these songs to new places and really being able to tell them in their own way and add it into this bigger story. This isn't just my story, but this is my community's story. We're recording this EP under the name Passionlands. Right now we're a group of 6 friends who met each other and started playing music together through worship. And now here we are, we have this amazing opportunity to record a 5-song EP with Jonathan Steingard from Hawk Nelson. Will Sales is an awesome drummer. He wants to be on the project. We have someone who's going to compose string arrangements and come in and do that. I've been working real hard for a few years, and I have $4,000 saved up. we need another $6,000 to do this. It's almost surreal seeing how everything has been falling into place.
So I want to show you guys a clip of a song from their YouTube channel just to get a flavor of what their stuff is like. So they're looking for $6,000. Right now they're just a little over $2,100. In their update, though, if you scroll down, they actually indicated that they've received over $3,300 because they've had some folks actually hand them checks. So they're more than halfway there. They're looking at let's see, for the perks, $6 for the digital download, $15 you get that digital download, an assigned poster, and there's some more reward levels available. It doesn't look like any of them actually include a physical CD, but a lot of extra perks are available. If this sounds like something you might be into, hit up the show notes for the links to the campaign page, the Spotify link, where you can, the YouTube link, where you can watch a couple of their videos. If you decide to back the campaign, or even if you just want to help them get more visibility, post about it on Facebook, tweet about it, spread the word, and let folks know about Passionland's new EP. Next up is Jessi Hughes with a Kickstarter campaign to make a 5-song EP titled Faith. She is a singer-songwriter worship leader from Massachusetts. Let's watch her talk a bit about her project.
The total cost of my music project is $7,000. That covers recording, mixing, and mastering to give you a really nice high-quality sound, musicians, and CD manufacturing and distribution. I've already come up with some of that money, but I need your help to raise $2,000 so that I can finish my project strong. I'm working with Junior Boateng, the producer of my project, and a talented pianist to help bring my songs to life. I'm also excited to work with Justice Boateng on bass, Fabiano da Silva on guitar, and Matt Jackson on the drums. My sound draws from both my Southern and my Ghanaian roots. I just love all different types of music, from gospel to blues to rock and classical and electronic music. So you'll be getting a little taste of each of these in my EP. My goal is to have everything ready for your ears by October of 2015. When you make a pledge, and if I reach my goal, you get something back from me. Please be sure to check out my Kickstarter page to see a full list of rewards. Some of the rewards include a chance to sit in on a private recording session, jewelry that's handmade and designed by me, or a digital download of the CD before public release. Fundraising on Kickstarter is all or nothing. So if I'm even $1 short of my goal of $2,000, your credit card is not charged and I get absolutely nothing.
So let's hear a sample of one of her songs on her website. She's got a video here, and I'll have the link in the show notes for that as well. So if we go back to her campaign page and look at the reward levels, you can see that $10 gets you a digital download of the entire EP before the public release. $20 gets you a signed CD and that download, and there are more reward levels available as well. If that sounds like something you would be into, hit up the show notes for the links to her campaign page and her website where you can hear more of her songs. Check it out. And if you back it, or even if you just want to help her get more visibility, post about it on Facebook, tweet about it, spread the word, and let folks know about Jessi Hughes and her new EP. Oh, and I'm just realizing there's a little bit I did not include. She's looking for $2,000. She is a little over $1,800, so she's almost there. She's got 5 days left. So this campaign ends on Wednesday, May 13th. So it's coming up fast. By the time you're listening to it, it may be over, but if you act fast, you might still have a chance to get in on that. Normally, at this point in the show, I like to take a look back at a campaign that's closed and provide an update. Tonight's update is regarding John Lucas and his album Promised Land. Now, that campaign had closed back in March. I just got word from him that the single Promised Land is free over at Noise Trade. So, we got a little update there. And if you go to Noise Trade, let's go ahead and take a listen to that track. I'm gonna play it right now.
I composed your poems from symphonies, and I danced to form your name. From the womb you leapt in innocence, your innocence remains. For I've ransomed you upon my blood from the wilderness plain. With fire by night I'll lead you home, you'll know you're mine again. In your heart I placed a gem, like a garden in a grow. When you taste the fruits of bravery, I will part the seas.
Great stuff. I'm really excited about the rest of the project. I can't wait for it to come out. So those are the campaigns for the week. I'm Garrett Godfrey, and I hope you had a great week. But I want you to stick around for a couple more things. If you like the theme song that's at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show, it's Hypostatic Union by a group out of South Africa called The X Structure. It's on the album The Future. Their stuff is all over at Bandcamp. The links are in the show notes. It's all Creative Commons, and right now it's all name your price. So you can go there, do the buy now. The other nice thing about Bandcamp is you can stream the stuff from the website. So head over there, stream their music, take a listen, see what you think about it, see what it's worth to you, buy some of their music. One of the great things about Bandcamp is not only do you get the downloads in FLAC or MP3, but you also get streaming on the Bandcamp smartphone app free. So whatever you've purchased, they know you've purchased it, and then you can stream that on your device, so you don't have to have it taking up space either. Check out their stuff. Throw some money their way. Include a note that you heard about it on the Crowdfunding Christian Music podcast. And don't forget to head over to the crowdfundingchristianmusic.com website and check it out. This is where you can see all the episodes. Great shot of me drinking iced tea out in the sunshine last week. You can see all the episodes. You can see all the show notes that I keep talking about. Those are there on the website as well. There's a calendar, so you can see the campaigns as they are ending, so you can realize, oh my, we're almost out of time to get in on the Israelites. If you liked old reggae and ska, you definitely want to check that out before May 15th. Nick Flora, my goodness, we talked about him last week. He's got the 3 EPs project. Definitely want to check that out if you haven't already. You could hit up the calendar, click on this, boom, it's going to take you right to his campaign page, and you can find out more about his stuff. So definitely worth checking out the website. There's a submission form where you can give me feedback. So that's anything about the podcast, anything about the website, anything about a campaign that I ought to cover but didn't. You can tell me that through the submission form. You can follow the show on Facebook or Twitter or Google+, or subscribe on the YouTube channel, subscribe on iTunes, subscribe on Stitcher, wherever you find podcasts, or if you just want to watch it on the web, that's great. I'd love to have you checking it out. If this is your first time, definitely come back, check out a couple episodes, see what you think. If you do decide to subscribe somewhere, give us a rating, give us a review. I would love to find out how you found out about the show. So you could contact me via email, feedback@crowdfundingchristianmusic.com. You can message me on Twitter @theotherccm, or use the submission form on the website. So I'm Garrett Godfrey. That's it for this week, and I hope you have a great one. Bye.